What if I told you that some of the most unforgettable moments in music
Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Black Betty had a child, bam lamb.
didn't come from rock's biggest legends, but from the dreamers who caught lightning in a bottle?
73 men sailed up from the San Francisco Bay.
Once, one song, one perfect collision of melody, timing, and fate. And then, silence. The 1970s were a decade of contradictions. Peace signs and power chords, bell bottoms and heartbreak.
I can't hope that I'll hold you for long.
Between the giants of Zeppelin and the Eagles were the outsiders, the one-hit wonders who burned bright enough to move the history of music forever.
You can dance and stay uptight. It's supernatural delight.
So crank up the volume and let's travel back to the decade when one hit was all it took to move the world. Sometimes one song doesn't just define a summer, it roars through a generation.
Guess who just got back today? Them wild-eyed boys that had been away.
Thin Lizzy's The Boys Are Back in Town didn't just play. It exploded through 1976 like a back alley fireworks show. Twin guitars blazed, Phil Lynnett's voice swaggered with danger, and suddenly every Friday night had its anthem.
Well, that time over at Johnny's place. Well, this chick got up and she slapped Johnny's face.
For one fleeting moment, Thin Lizzy owned the airwaves. Even now, when those opening chords hit, it's not nostalgia.
Bar and grill. The drink will flow and blood will spill. And if the boys want to fight, you better let them.
It's pure adrenaline. A riff so fierce, it split rock fans right down the middle. Black Betty by Ram Jam wasn't just a song, it was a detonation.
Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Whoa, Black Betty, bam lamb. Black Betty had a child, bam lamb. The damn thing.
Born from dusty blues roots and reborn with roaring guitars, it punched through every speaker in '77 like a thunderclap.
She really gets me high, bam lamb. You know that's no lie, bam lamb. She's so rock steady, bam lamb.
Controversial, raw, and unapologetic. The kind of record that made parents frown and teens turn the dial louder. Ram Jam never caught fire again, but that one blast still echoes through stadiums and muscle car memories half a century later. A mysterious message in a bottle, drifting into rock mythology.
73 men sailed up from the San Francisco Bay.
Ride Captain Ride tells of 73 men who sail into the unknown and never return. The keyboards shimmer, the guitars glide like ocean waves,
Off of the ship, and here's what they had to say.
and for 3 minutes, you're aboard that ghost ship heading for destiny. The band vanished soon after, but guitarist Mike Panera went on to join Iron Butterfly. Still chasing that same horizon where mystery meets melody. A gospel rock anthem written by a man who didn't even believe. Norman Greenbaum plugged in a fuzz pedal, strummed a few gritty chords, and by accident, created one of the most spiritual rock songs ever recorded. Spirit in the Sky. That riff sounds like salvation through static. Rough, loud, and strangely uplifting. He never found another hit, but this one still rises in every movie montage, every road trip, every Sunday drive where hope meets distortion. Sometimes revenge makes the catchiest art. Jim Peterick wrote Vehicle as a playful jab at an ex-girlfriend who kept using him for rides.
I'm a stranger in the black sedan. Won't you hop inside my car? I got pictures, got candy, I'm a
The result was pure funk rock thunder. Brass horns blasted like sirens, his vocals growled with attitude, and suddenly this joke song roared to number 2 on the charts. The band disappeared soon after, but Pederik came roaring back a decade later with Eye of the Tiger. Not bad for a guy who just wanted his keys back. Before Bananarama turned it pop, a Dutch band made it lightning. Frontwoman Mariska Veres delivered Venus with hypnotic power. Part goddess, part storm. It wasn't just catchy, it commanded attention, fusing European mystique with rock's growing swagger. When it hit number 1 in America, it shattered every boundary for non-English bands. And when it resurfaced in the 80s, it wasn't a comeback. It was proof that electricity never dies. Sometimes the happiest songs hide the strangest stories. Love grows.
She ain't got money, her clothes are kind of funny, her hair is kind of wild and free.
Where My Rosemary Goes sounds like pure sunshine, but behind it was a studio-made band, created by producers using session musicians who never played live together. It didn't matter. The song became a number 1 hit and an eternal earworm. You can still hear it drifting through diners and grocery aisles, proof that even fabricated magic can make us feel real joy. If these songs are stirring up memories, that first car, that summer romance, that one perfect night, hit subscribe and join the community, keeping classic rock alive. Because every memory has a soundtrack, and we're bringing it back one story at a time. A soft rock daydream and a love letter to Stevie Nicks.
Now I told you so, you ought to know.
Walter Egan's Magnet and Steel glows with California sunlight and quiet infatuation. Co-produced by Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham, it floats on silky harmonies and gentle guitar shimmer. It was Egan's only real brush with fame. But what a moment it was. A snapshot of soft rock romance, shimmering forever in FM gold. A song born from darkness, turned into pure light.
We get it almost every night when that moon gets big.
After surviving a brutal attack, songwriter Sherman Kelly imagined a world where people danced in peace and harmony. That vision became Dancing in the Moonlight, a melody so warm it could heal scars.
Here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite, they keep.
King Harvest never found another hit, but they didn't need to. They gave the world one of rock's brightest smiles, proof that joy can rise from pain. Sleek, cool, and ahead of its time. Driver's Seat by Sniff and the Tears wasn't a chart topper, it was a mood, a pulse of late 70s rhythm that felt like the future. Bridging rock, new wave, and something we hadn't quite named yet. It barely cracked the top 20, yet it still reappears in films and commercials decades later. A timeless drive through the neon nights of 1979.
Pick up your feet. Got to move to the trick of the beat.
When a TV star turned his heart inside out.
Don't give up on us, baby. Don't make a wrong.
Known for Starsky and Hutch, David Soul shocked everyone with his tender ballad, Don't Give Up on Us.
All the stars, we can't change ours.
Soft, sincere, and irresistibly melodic, it climbed to number 1 in 1977.
Maybe stars are few. Don't give up
love letter whispered between fading radio waves. When the spotlight dimmed, he went back to acting, but that song still sneaks onto playlists. A quiet reminder that sometimes the simplest words carry the heaviest hearts. They came and went like shooting stars, each leaving a trace of brilliance across the night sky of the 70s. Some chased fame, others stumbled into it, but every one of these artists moved music forward. Proving that even a single song can outlive its maker. So next time you hear one of these tunes on the radio, whether you're driving home or sitting by the fire, turn it up and remember the feeling. Which of these one-hit wonders still moves you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to keep the spirit of rock alive. Because legends may fade, but the music never does.